Before starting the video, let me give a disclaimer that these videos are going to be purely for the purpose of knowledge sharing, information sharing, and promotion of hobby. We are not just going to talk about one bird or one bird species or one animal or one animal species or mutation of animal or bird. We are going to do it one by one insect pattern form, and we will move toward different birds, different species, mutations, and different animals and their mutations. Even we will move toward agriculture, but it is going to be done by one manner or by step by step. Rather than just getting hurried up or giving some negative comment, you need to be patient and stay with us. Moreover, this is not just going to benefit us, but this is going to benefit all of the people who are involved in these things, and it is going to help make this hobby not only hobby, but going to make this hobby as industry all around the world, which is going to benefit people from all around the globe, not just me or my organization or people who are attached with me. The purpose I'm again saying is for the promotion of hobby. It is not going to showcase anything that we are a big entity or I'm having very much bigger knowledge than other people. If someone has more knowledge, then he can come up with his or her own video on his own platform, and I will appreciate it. Negativity is not in favor of anyone. It will just only result in bad for everyone. Even after this, if someone finds some negativity in it, then I can only just pray for every one of us and pray to Allah that He will only make positive things happen. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum. Today we are doing a question answer session because there were few questions from the people related to few of the videos that we have already made, or some of the questions are not related to those videos, but still if, because we were planning to have a question answer session, so we included those questions. But I would recommend all of you to only send those questions that are related to that topic, so we can move on in proper manner rather than making a hodgepodge of it. So please keep that thing in mind. So I have questions written on a paper because I cannot remember all of the questions that were asked from different peoples, and I have made a video related to it in Urdu, but I am now going to make it in English because I have to make it in both languages so people from all around the world can understand. So there are few questions that were asked from me on YouTube or on WhatsApp, so I'm going to answer those questions. So the first question that was asked from me is that how to identify that your cocktail is self. So that is very tricky, as I believe or I have the experience that cocktails get self at 1.75 months or 2.5 months. That is one complete month and third by fourth of second month, or 2 complete months and half of the third month. So this is the time period or time duration where the cocktail chicks get self. So you need to keep an eye on your cocktail chick to notice when it is going to be self. So the first thing that you need to observe is that how much time it is taking feed from the parents, and the chick will move toward getting self or preening. It will start to take feed lesser and lesser times. That would be one time at later or last stages, and after that he will stop taking feeds from his parents, and he will start putting his mouth or eating some seeds that you give him for taking in or some kind of food. But not but if he is only or she or he is only taking the food but not drinking water, or you have not seen that bird drinking water, so that means you need to observe it, because it is extremely important for a chick to drink water. And that is the main reason when we separate the birds from their parents and they end up dying because or getting weaker, because they are not habitual of drinking water. When the chick starts to eat the different type of foods or seeds and also starts to drink water by him or herself, then that chick would be considered as self, and not just once, but try to make it sure at least thrice or at least more than 3 times. So at least minimum you can say 3 times or more than 3 times, so you can be assured of it that it is really drinking the water, and then you will consider it as a self chick. So next question was how to identify adult cocktail and young cocktail. So if the cocktail is of one color like common gray, I will exclude whiteface lutino or lutino from it. You can say whiteface gray, one color emerald, or one color DS. Then an adult male will have a clear cheek patch, that is a cheek patch would be present. If it is white face, then it would be white completely, and if it is normal cheek or yellow cheek, then that black portion would be molted off, and that spot of yellow cheek or normal cheek or pastel face would be present there, and there would be yellow color present around the cheek of the bird, and female would remain same as she was while she was young. A young male can be looking like an adult female, but if you have the knowledge of proper age, then you can check it through this. Or there is the behavioral difference. If you can observe your bird, you can observe the male more easily, even from age of 4 to 5 months, because it starts to do whistling, or starts to make heart wings, or starts to sing rhythmic whistles. And female do have a broken whistle that can be of young chicks too. Moreover, adult males don't have spots, but adult females do have spots under their wings. That is also in common wild, but albinos do not have any kind of spots present in. If your bird is crossbred with pearl, then it can have thick lining present under their wings. That can be, you can say, troublesome if you don't know that why this lining is present. So that is because of crossbreeding with pearl. So if you are having heavy pied, so I won't suggest you to go with spots, because that can be misleading even in pieds. Even in case of dirty face pieds, do not believe on spots or lining, because there were few males with me that retained their lining on the tail for longer period than the first molt when they are supposed to get it off. They kept it for 2 to 3 molts with them. So if you have pearls with you, they will surely molt off their pearl. Either they are pearl pieds or pearls, they will molt off their pearl either completely or portion of it, maximum portion of it. So you can check it out that it is a male or a female, and it has become an adult. So this is going to telling you 2 to 3 things. One is trying to judge the age of the bird, and moreover trying to judge the gender of the bird. Because there was another question that was about gender of the common white. So young common white, both male females do have spots even in one color birds, but adult male don't have, and female do retain those spots under it. A young male can exactly have spots like an adult female. I am repeating it again and again because people do not tell you this point. So this was about a difference. And moreover, one point that came into my mind is that moreover, if you will observe your bird, then it can be easy for you to check out either it is adult or young, but even many experienced people can misjudge it. So you cannot be 100% sure that you are judging it right. So the next question is how to make emerald cocktail, or which were the birds when the emerald came from, which of the birds present at Norma Avery. So there is no such information available, and there is no method or no pairing available by which we can tell that how we can make emerald. We cannot make emerald, we cannot make DS, we cannot make lutinos, we cannot make white face lutinos. So we need to keep that thing in mind. Whenever lutinos or white face lutinos or albinos are you can say found even in wild, they need to have a gene or behind them to come up with this reason. They cannot be produced without any reason. The creator God has basically made a system or a process through which these things do occur in even in wild. So we cannot always run behind things that it can be produced in this manner. Yes, there are few things that can be done by selective breeding, but every bird cannot be produced by selective breeding. So please keep that thing in mind. Moreover, maybe a few people will not agree with it, but even if there are some of the pairings available that also take a designated time, that do not occur very quickly, so you need to focus on that thing also. So the next question is about pastel face. So I would again say pastel face cannot be created in this manner. You need to focus on buying either pastel face, emerald, DS for producing these things, or split of emerald or pastel face, or at least one bird of these, or DS, or one bird of DS, as DS do not have splits because it is a dominant heredity bird. The next question is how to make V pied, that is heavy pieds. So V pieds or spotted, I would again say that pieds are also recessive. So it is better to have V pieds with you, or at least one bird if you want to have it a bit more quickly, rather than going up in a big game of having heavy pieds with you and then selectively breeding them for multiple generations, and you are not 100% sure that what result is going to come out of it. Even if you have both V pieds or spotted paired up, you cannot be 100% sure of that what quality of bird they are going to produce you, because these pieds can be very tricky, and we have multiple people all around the globe who are breeding these birds have seen it. Either they share it with you or not, but these things do happen. So the next question is, what is mold or first mold, and what is first mold? Mold is basically when feather molt of its old bird molt of its old feather and brings up the new feathers. Bird do keep on molting all around the year, but the one molt over the year is the annual molt that is counted, and that is clearly visible in many birds, especially the adult birds. So what is the first molt? The first molt is that when your baby bird starts to remove its baby plumage and attain the adult plumage. So that is the first molt, and it varies between different birds and different time periods. Cockatiels started from 6 months to 1 year, and at 1 year budgerigars started from 4 to 5 months. Lovebirds, I would say around 5 months, and this basically also brings the new feathers that are shiny, very healthy. You can clearly see more signs of adult bird than being a young birds. The next question is, what is the international price of emerald cockatiel? So the international price of emerald cockatiel is 500 USD, US dollars, that is of normal cheek, and whiteface emerald is 700 USD. That is in my knowledge, and moreover there is no price in my knowledge of creamface emerald, so I cannot inform you about it. The next question is, either blackhead emeralds are something separate, or they are bred with silvers to produce blackhead emeralds. So as now we can have blackhead emeralds all around the globe from many breeders who are breeding them. So I will not suggest you to crossbreed emerald with silver to produce blackhead emeralds, because when you are already having it, so it is better to go for that. Yes, blackhead emeralds were made initially by crossbreeding emerald with dominant silver, but that doesn't mean you start doing it again, because even if your emerald is normal, maybe it has been crossbreeded with silver, and when you will start pairing it up with dominant silver, then you can end up having birds that are much look-alike, and you cannot differentiate that this is an emerald or DS. So it is not a good idea to do it at this stage, because we already have blackhead emeralds with us all around the globe. So why to do such thing that can result in a very bad results, and even it is not recommended to do, especially when you are not having proper knowledge, or you are going to sell your bird to the people who do not have proper knowledge or new fancies. So that is going to be a very bad idea. I do not mix up emeralds or DS. I bought blackhead emeralds, I bought DS, and I have kept them separate. I have normal emeralds, I have pied emeralds, I have pearl emeralds, I have blackhead emerald, I have whiteface emerald, blackhead whiteface emerald, creamface emerald, blackhead creamface emerald. So I am not going to mix them with DS. I am keeping DS separate. I have DS, single factor DS, blackhead single factor DS, normal cheek, whiteface, double factor DS, blackhead double factor DS. So I am not going to mix these birds just to end up having. Even I have creamface DS that I will surely show up in some video. So the next question is, if a bird is having missing finger or having a missing nail, how it is going to affect on breeding, or it is having joint displacement or having broken leg or feathers, that how are they going to get effect in breed. So I will take it up scenario by scenario. If your female is having missing nail, then it may not be going to a problem, and in lovebirds it is not an issue. If your male is going to have this thing, in lovebirds it doesn't matter, because they usually do crossings on boxes or on the floor of the cage, but other birds do crossing on sticks, so it can be problematic if your male is having missing nails. Even if it is one, it can have greater chances if it has just one nail missing rather than having more nails missing. So if we talk about that a finger is missing, so in female it can give you fertility, but in males it is going to be very less chances of having fertility. If there is joint displacement, in females you have minor chances, and in males you can have very minor chances, once in a blue moon like of situation. If your male is blind, then you are going to have very less chances. If your female is blind, then you can have some of the chances more than if your male is blind. So these are the questions, and this session is done, or the videos that I am making are purely made for giving information to the people. If someone has better information, then he can come up with his own video on his own platform, or voice, or anything that he can share up with people, because the pure you can say the pure purpose behind this is to provide the information and promote the hobby. If even still someone has the problem with me or the videos I am making, then I can only just pray for all of us, rather than getting involved in some fishy things or some bad things. Thank you very much. So this was a video related to first question answer session, and we will surely make few other sessions. Thank you very much for watching this video. Inshallah we will see you next video. Allah Hafiz.